Okay, so it's Homeless Life slash Life Upside Down. And this is my very beautiful two-tone. He is a liver brown and white Dalmatian. So this morning we woke up to rain, and then I had like, I don't know, 7% left on my phone's battery. Because once you leave the hotel, like at 11 a.m. in the morning, usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those 4 days, we're always out holding up our sign, trying to make a few dollars. Those are the best days of the week. Thursday, you might make $20, you might make $40, you might make $30, you might make $60. Friday, you might make $10, $40, you might make 50, you might even score 100, 102, 106. You might make $100 on Friday, but you're counting out a lot of ones, and you might have a few 10s or 20s in there. And Saturday, 30, 40, maybe 50, Sunday, 30, 40, maybe 50. But on the weekends, you can catch those people who want to throw out a 20 or a 50 or even a C note. It's happened. Sunday is like the most popular day because a lot of people in Brickell come out and go to church and then have a dinner and then they like to stroll around. And those are the people who might throw you a C note or 520s. But it's Homeless Life slash Life Upside Down. I mean, you can escape the rain. When I look at the weather on my phone and I see a few clouds coming and it says, okay, rain at 7 for 30 minutes, and then, at 9, you might have 30 minutes thunderstorm. When you see stuff coming at Miami, because you got to figure, you're Miami, and then it says, okay, on Thursday, it says on Saturday, there's going to be 10 hours of rain. Because here comes a big system, and it's just going to cover Miami. And it's just going to take so much time to get across Miami. So, I've been watching this system, and there's like two systems coming in. But you never know, because on Thursday it says, okay, on Saturday there's going to be 10 hours of rain. But on Friday it comes down and it still says there's going to be 10 hours of rain on Saturday. Then when you get to Saturday, it'll say, well, the systems just did miss, and all day Saturday it's sunny and shiny and, no rain. So I've been watching these systems, and then today, this morning when we woke up, it was like go across the street, stood there for like a few minutes, and it was already raining, and we went back across the street, and then for like 3 or 4 minutes it was raining, then all of a sudden it stopped. Then I went back across the street. We were there 30 minutes, and all of a sudden here came some rain. And then when I turned on my phone, and I saw these systems that were directly, and I've been watching them for a few days, and it said, all day today rain, about 10 or 11 tonight, it's going to, kind of go away. I was just like, I looked at two-tone, I said, let's go to a hotel. So, we don't like, this is the La Quinta Inn, and it is in Cutler Ridge. So we have to get on the train, go down, and then get on a bus and come down. It's like 42 miles. 42 minutes to get here. It's 18 miles from where we stay in downtown Brickell. So, but it takes us about 45, 42 minutes, give or take. Almost an hour just to get here. That's taking the train down and then whatever. Now, when we get here, all hotels, when you stay in the standard room, they don't have a microwave, they don't have a fridge. But this hotel was converted into a La Quinta, and it was just one of those hotels where you paid like $40, $50 a night, yada yada. But they redid the whole hotel. But all rooms have a refrigerator and a microwave. So that means at all of the other La Quintas, when you stay, you get the standard room for like $80. Then for 89, 92, 95, 100, you get the Deluxe King, and it has the refrigerator and the microwave. Then the next one's a suite, which is like $20, $30 more, and you got the 2 rooms and the 2 big screen TVs and yada yada. So this hotel, every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've been staying here for the past like 2 months, and the owner is giving us a discount. Not to mention the fact that we rent the standard room, which is cheaper than the King Deluxe, and we get the refrigerator and the microwave. That's all we care about, because that way we can go get a microwave dinner or whatever. I got a thing of Jack Daniel's pork in there today, and a thing of buns, and I got like some potato wedges from the deli, and and some chicken wings, and a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. And then I got him a big jug of water in there, so it's like, I'll go to the dollar store and get these cheap little, $1 candles. And those are cheap candles from Walmart. I got them on special. They were like, buy one, get one, and you get both of them for like $3. And then that's a candle that came from TJ Maxx. So every now and then when you're in TJ Maxx, that's actually brandy barrel cake, and it smells so great. And this candle is burned out, but what I'll do is when the wax gets up to the point to where the flame goes down a little, I'll pour some of that in there. So I'll kind of use it, whatever. But today, when we got to the hotel, the first thing we do is make sure the refrigerator is turned on, because a lot of hotels will turn the refrigerators off while there's nobody in the room to save money. And this hotel is bad for it. All La Quintas are. So I turned on the refrigerator to get it cold. Then I sign into my YouTube. Then I take a shower, take off my dirty clothes, put on my clothes, take it up to the laundry room. I wash the sheets, I wash the clothes. Then after that, I can come in, light up the candles, turn on the YouTube. I'm watching Warzone coverage. I like Warzone. I like video games. So I've got an Xbox, and I play Warzone all the time, which I want to soon stream Warzone on YouTube. And then I have this channel, of course, which is Homeless Life / Life Upside Down, because Two-Tone and I are homeless. We got unlawfully evicted from a house where a lady had a 15-year-old daughter, and we, the other 2 tenants and I were staying there. I was paying $700 a month, but we had a big room with its own bathroom. I mean, it was just beautiful. If you look at my Instagram videos, which have like 4,000, you could actually see the room that we were living in. It was a nice room. Pool outside, fenced in, grill. I mean, it was a very nice place. We paid $700 a month. But what happened was, her daughter, one night, we just heard boom, boom, boom. She hit the floor. Two-Tone went to barking. I opened up the door, and Jenna was on the floor. And we're like, and then she's like, hey, buddy, get back in your rooms. And then we got unlawfully evicted. Just, out you go. But DCS took care of the girl and put her where she would not get abused again. So we unlawfully got evicted, and we only had like $30 in our pocket. I mean, we had just paid rent, bought groceries. I mean, So when people say in comments like, get a job, well, I'd love to get a job. But, when I got out on the streets and we were homeless, I lost my wallet, which in fact had my driver's license in it. So it's just a lost driver's license. I just renewed it, a few months before that. So I've got to pay a $50 replacement fee, but I've got to have an address in order to get a license. So, when you lose your license, you have to go back to the DMV. Then you have to prove where you live and yada yada. So you need like papers, like a lease, something saying where you live, like mailed letters or whatever. So you get into complications. But we're homeless. He's my third Dalmatian, liver and white. I love the liver and white Dalmatians. I'm a Dalmatian guy. When I first moved out, I rented a house on the corner with a fence around it for like $300, and people kept knocking on my door at night, like, "Hey, where's the party? Is the party started yet? No. Is Greg here? No. I live here now. Greg moved out, or whoever lived here before moved out, and I just rented the place." So I was like, I'm gonna get a dog, and I went to this lady who sold Dalmatians, and she had no black and whites left. She just had one brown and white, and she said, in 9 years of breeding Dalmatians, I've never had a brown and white. I had to call my vet, and the vet said, no, every now and then you'll have a liver brown and white Dalmatian. So she was like, I wanted $300 for him, but here, you can have him for $100. And I was like, sure, I'll take him, and I loved that dog. And when he passed, it was hard. Then I got another Dalmatian. I had to call all the breeders and say I want a liver and white. And I had a second Dalmatian, and then he passed, and it was very hard because you get so close to a Dalmatian. They are part of the mink family. They do have a fur coat. They have a layer of fat on them, and the fur grows out of the fat, which is why it's shiny.
It's all good, dude.
You know, you have sort of that shininess to it.
Tasmania, Australia, Leslie. Thank you for tuning in, my friend.
I love you too, Tone. Oh, I know. It's camera time, but I love him.
Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Apologies for the false start there, guys. Fixate, he wandered over.
But, that's my boy. And I've always had a place, and life was good when I had my first and second Dalmatian, and now this is my third, but we're out on the street, so everybody loves two-tone. And that's, our story. We're homeless on the streets of Miami. Been out there for like 17 months now. You make some money, but you spend so much during the day, like 5 times a day I got to get him water. And as long as I get the Publix bottle of water, which was 90 cents, 95, 98, $1.02, $1.05, now it's like $1.15. You're good. But if you have to get artisan water because there's no Publix water left, and you got to buy like Voss, that's $4.60, 80 cents a bottle. So 5 times in a day, that's like $25. You're paying. So you have your good days and your bad days where you spend more on this day than you do that day, and it's like, it's just, So we can make $30 or $40 or $100 on Friday and $30 or whatever dollars, and we try and save. We try and make more than we spend daily. Because if we make $30 a day and we spend 20 of it, then we really only made 15. So, that's homeless life. And then we, go over to our little spot, put down our sleeping bag, sleep, wake up the next day, and you just can't get ahead. But when it rains, you have to come into a hotel, because I one time I had like $475, and I was like, no, we're not going to do hotels this week, and we were good. And then the next week, all of a sudden, it was like rain was just coming, and I was like, nah, we're going to sit it out, and we did. But when that rain comes up, all of the dirtiest water in the world is right there. Like when you're walking through rainwater, because I had to take him to the vet afterwards. His whole coat was spotted, his ear was infected. I mean, I had $624 I had to pay this vet.
I have an unsuppressed gun as well, so
and
we'll be giving away
that was for medication that was name brand. And I told him, I said, I don't have it, dude. I do not have that. I was barely pushing 450, whatever. And he took the price down to $324. But I had to put a few drops of acid in a big gallon jug of water that I had to buy from Publix. Pour it on him, scrub him down, then pour another jug to rinse that off for his coat. I had to give him a pill before he ate, a pill after he ate. I had to put drops in his ear, and then I had salve for some of the little sores that were on him. And it was the worst experience because I was trying, but when you see rainwater, just imagine that if somebody has taken a piss over there, if somebody has thrown down some rotten food and it's got maggots on it, and everything that's laying on the ground kind of mixes into all of that rainwater, and that rainwater that you're walking through is dirty. And when it settles down on the sidewalk and then he's laying on the sidewalk, all of those mites, all of those little biometric, things that you can't even see, and that's why when it rains that bad, it's like I come into a hotel. Now once the sun comes out and the things get heated up, then it kind of, kills all the little bacteria and whatever. But it was just like, so when it rains that heavily, we come into a hotel room. You can survive the little clouds that come through, but when there's big, huge clouds and it's just going to rain all day long, it's like we come to a hotel. So we try and avoid hotels. We try and do like once a week on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when they're at their cheapest. Because if I get a hotel on a Friday, it's because there's lots of rain coming, and it's like you got to. I mean, and it's a little more on a Friday. But when big storm systems come through like that, it's like,
Where's that flea gone?
But on the other side, it's Homeless Life / Life Upside Down. We do a stream on Instagram, have for the past 15, 16 months. We have 4,000 videos. We have 1,690 people that we have met face to face in Miami, and they get Two-Tone 3RD off of our sign and follow us. That's how we built our people of almost 1,700. And if you watch just 3 or 4 of our shorts on Instagram, you'll kind of get a feel for we are real, we are homeless. So when I post my Cash App and my Venmo,
then maybe we should go get that hunt and
where are you guys?
Huntsman.
Would you like to get in the choppy?
I have
Where else would you like to go? Have it?
so we
could
are
go to Spence.
Lonnie Elwood on Cash App, which capital E, capital L. And then Harlan Crow on Venmo. That's my Call of Duty name. And then on Instagram, we're Two-Tone 3RD. That's our main site. And if you go to our Instagram, we have a scanner for our GoFundMe, which you can contribute to our GoFundMe. And we're trying to raise money to get off the streets, to get a place, and to get a scooter, a 150cc scooter. Because I used to dash, so I'm already in the dash system. So even though I don't have a license, I can just pull up the Dash app, click online, and start doing Dash orders. I just need a scooter. And a scooter, you don't need a driver's license. So once I get because if you go to Craigslist and you click on housing and then room for rent, it's kind of like a hotel room where you go into the house and then you go back to the master bedroom or whatever room they're renting, and you pay $700, $800, $900 a month for a few months, and then you find you an apartment when you've got the money to move up. So that's what we're trying to do: get a room on Craigslist, get a 150cc scooter. About $3,500 for, as soon as the GoFundMe gets up that high, that's what we're going to do. Get a room and get a scooter so that I can do Dash and that we can get off the streets. Because when people say comments like, get a job, okay, well, I wish I could get a job. But I have my Dalmatian and I'm not giving him up. And everybody's like, oh, well, if you just got rid of the dog, you could, get off the streets. Yeah, and then what? I would be heartbroken. He'd be heartbroken. I'm not giving up my dog. I have a half brother, same mother, different father. And he stays in this little circle in Miami, and he can't get out of that circle. He's afraid. Like, oh no, I don't want to go over to, this area because, he's just like, it would make him distraught, And he had a pit bull. And he was like, oh, I love my dog, da, da, da. But he had to move and the place where he moved to didn't take dogs, so he gave his dog away. And I'm like, how can you call yourself a dog person if you gave your dog away just because, oh, well, they didn't take dogs here? Well, then find another place that takes dogs. Well, I had to move. Why'd you have to move? Oh, because you slept in and lost your job, and now you have to move because of your laziness. So that was your problem, and now you got to give away your dog because you found a place and it doesn't take dogs, but you got to move right now. Oh my gosh. So get rid of your dog and move into a place that doesn't take dogs and use that for an excuse, but then you call yourself a dog person. And it's like some people are like dog people. They have dogs, but they're not dog people. And I'm not giving up my boy. And that means the only thing we can do is sit there on the streets with a sign and do what we do. And, you know, like I said, every time you send us a Cash App, a Venmo, $1, $3, $8, whatever dollars, we're trying to get ahead and get a room, get a scooter, and get off the streets. So we're not like your normal streamers where you might send them $5 or $8 or $20 or $100 and they're entertaining you. In the future, we want to be that streamer to where when we get a place and we get a camera and a microphone and a computer and become streamers, you know. But today we're the other side of streaming where we're trying to get a place and get a computer and get, you know, on to the next level because we're homeless. We live on the streets and we come here once a week for a hotel room to get everything washed, cleaned up. Today I had to like 2 weeks ago, I didn't have a lot of money, but I paid $14.99 for this. It was a Bolt 10 mAh battery charger, and when I bought that, I had more energy, so I started back up on YouTube posting videos, and I don't have an editor or a computer. I don't have none of that, so I have to post a video. And then if it's not accepted, then post another and another. I got to do 3, 4, maybe 5 videos and make sure that I'm good and then try and upload it. And if it doesn't upload, I just uploaded like a 40-something minute video. And every time I try and click on it, it's not even playing. But it says it's uploaded, so I don't know. So I was like, okay, let me make another one because, you know, maybe I'll make it shorter this time. So maybe that one will play. So it's like I'm having all kinds of problems because we're on the streets and I'm trying to broadcast on a Nokia 100 phone. So the audio quality might not be that great. The video quality might not be that great. But we're doing great for Homeless Life / Life Upside Down. And it's like a lot of people are like, man, I thought my life was bad. But, you know, when I tune into your stream on Instagram, I see that you got it, you know, a lot worse than I do, and it just inspires me to try and make my life better. And I'm like, thank you. I'm glad we inspire you, you know, because we get a lot of DMs from a lot of people who love dogs and who just are in trouble, but not as much trouble as we're in because we're on the streets. You know, I'm not going to say you can't go any lower than this. You know, I like my candles. They relax me. I don't do weed. I don't do liquor. I don't do wine. You know, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not on drugs. We just got, you know, out here on the streets, and it's hard to get off the streets. So, you know, we hold up a sign. We don't make a lot of money. When somebody sends us $1 and says it's all I've got, I say thank you because every dollar counts. Every $2 counts. $3, $8, $100. It's like whatever you send us, we're using it to buy food, to buy water, to get a hotel room like every Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, or just in an emergency. I like to keep 100 or more just so we can get a hotel room on a Friday or Saturday if we need to pull ourselves out of the rain.
I believe they are German.
So then, this time, I went over to Ross, and I had to get my boy a new carpet, because his carpet's gone. I mean, it's like every now and then I have to go to Ross, get him a little carpet. And I was like, since it's fall, I got him a Snoopy on the doggy house. So when he goes to the streets, and I put the cart there and the sign, and then I'm holding up the sign, I put the carpet down so he'll have a place to lay. and right now it's like $7.27. But yeah, I went back and got another bolt. This one was $12.99. I got it at TJ Maxx instead of because when I went to Ross, they didn't have any more. They were sold out. $14.99 for 10,000 mAh battery bank, and they were gone. So then I went over to TJ Maxx, and they had the same ones, the bolt, but they were $12.99. So I was like, yay! I grabbed another one, but they only had one left, so I would have grabbed two. But like I said, you know, it's homeless life, and we're homeless, and you know, like I said, the best days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are our best 4 days. Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, we're out there. We might make $10, $15. We might make nothing. And that's just the way it is. So the way we relax is I get into the hotel, turn on the refrigerator, sign in, do the laundry, you know, take a shower, put my dirty clothes in there, and then do the laundry, and then come back, and then light up some candles and watch some TV. And I always check out the news, and then I switch it over to YouTube and watch some streamers, some of my favorite streamers. So other than that, people, like I said, we got more than 4,000 videos. We lay down a sleeping bag every night. We're real. We're homeless. There are a lot of fake people out there. There's a fake guy that comes to our spot holding up a sign. And I looked at this dude and I said, why can't you work? But he's one of those guys who shoots up that stuff. And I don't know what it is, but it makes you bend over and sleep. I mean, that's actually in Brickell, South Miami, Miami downtown. And I don't know what he's shooting up. I don't know if that's at fentanyl or what, but it's sad. You know, that so many people are out there chasing the dragon. And it's sad to see how many people will just throw him $5 or $10 or whatever, and then, but he's walking through traffic, which means it's unlawful. If the cops see him, they'll arrest him, ticket him, and I don't like getting arrested, so we don't go out in the traffic. Like the cops told us, stay against the wall with your sign, don't get out in the street because we will arrest you. And he goes through the streets with the sign, but they give him money. He's visible to everybody, so not a lot of people see us. Those who do, you know, I'm not going to say they run down the window, they'll just stare at us, and, you know, like I said, you don't make a lot by just standing out there with a sign, not on the side of the road. But if you go down through it, he'll be sitting there counting out probably $200 and go get him some stuff and whatever. But we can't afford to get out there and get arrested, because then Two-Tone would go to the pound and I would go to jail. Then I got to get out of jail, go to the pound, get him out. Yeah. So it's kind of slow on the side, but you know, that's the way it is. Like I said, most of the time we get by on small donations that are given to us by people, and it's usually whatever they can afford. So like I said, you know, if you hit our Cash App, if you hit our Venmo, and if you check out our Instagram.
If this guy here on this tower doesn't have any plates,
you know, that helps us a lot. So, you know, like I said, I just got back to doing YouTube videos, because now that I've got a few battery banks, you know, and I still probably need to get one more, because 10,000 mAh will charge my phone 100 and then probably 20 points. So I got two of them now. But that's not a lot of time when you're on the streets, you know. So, but like I said, I woke up this morning, I had 7% battery left, and I finally had to turn on my phone and look at the weather, because in the morning I checked the weather, and then in noon, in the afternoon, and when I saw all that stuff coming for us, I was like, yeah, we got to go get a hotel room. We got to get a hotel room. And he's in relax mode. He's like, yeah. So, like I said, it's a Monday. We're in a hotel room till Tuesday morning, 11 o'clock. So, hopefully you're having, you know, a great week. This is Homeless Life / Life Upside Down. We are on Instagram under Two-Tone 3RD. He's my third Dalmatian.
What about
two, as in TWO, tone. Because when he was born, he had like brown ears and black spots. So he was both tones of the Dalmatian, the liver and white and the black and white. But then after about 6 weeks, his spots started turning brown. So I was like, yay! But I named him Two Tone. So.
There's the precision. There's your precision.
So we appreciate you. Like us, share us, and like I said, you know, if it's within you, $1, $5, whatever you can afford, please donate. And stop saying, "Oh, it's only $1. It's all," you know. $1 is good. $1 is good. $5, $8. You know, we had somebody send us 88 cents. It all adds up at the end of the day to help us get water, get food. We're trying to save, like I said, I try and never have under a C note on me just in case we need to get to a hotel. And right now we're just trying to get and build up so that we can get a place on Craigslist and we can get a 150cc scooter so that I can dash. And that's our goal, to get off the streets. So once we get the address, the place that, you know, on a Craigslist, a room, we'll have an address to get the license. So I just pay the $50 and yada yada. So, but like I said, hopefully that's taken care of, and they're gonna like mail it here to this La Quinta, you know. So. I'm hoping that I've solved it, because, you know, the lady was like, "Oh yeah, just put down the La Quinta address and whatever," and so I'm hoping. But so far so good. It's been a few weeks now and it's still not here. So I'm like, I don't know.
There you go. So I've been sniped from further left, 265,
But
270.
I mean, they didn't take the first address that I put in there because it was a PO box. So,
on that hill.
but
He's laying prone to the left of that
on the
house.
other side of life.
And then another one hit.
What are they doing?
Just not getting any closer.
No, I mean, these guys might have tags.
And they got cold-blooded fix.
They do not. None of these.
Oh wait, they just got rolled up.
But on the other side, it's homeless life /
Hang on.
life upside down.
Oh, you're precisioning that?
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Sniper on me?
Nothing. God damn. Oh, I got one. Yes.
But
Be careful.
we'll
This
see you
could
around.
still be
Yeah,
guys
the guy-
close by.
The guy up on the hill, Stods, on